everyone, CPO here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you an update on how I'm doing with training Radley, the trail dog. He hasn't been much of a trail dog because, well, 2020, COVID, the world is crumbling around us, but he is becoming a great dog, companion dog. So even though we haven't been off-road a lot lately, okay, not at all lately, I have been working with him in some obedience commands, heeling, allowing him off leash but still in control. So I just thought I'd give you an update on how his progress is doing. So this is Radley. He's waiting for a walk right now. He is 11 months old. So two things for him for collar wise. This is the nite-ize retractable leash collar. So it allows me to not have a leash constantly hanging off of him, but easy access to one. That's been great. And then this one is a sport dog obedience collar, and I have the controller here that I hang around my neck along with a doggy bag. Yeah, so the way I have it set up is this one is just a sound, beeps, see, he gets his attention. It's basically the electronic way of saying, hey, I need you to do something. And usually it's a corrective, like you're getting too far away, so he'll turn and he'll come back to me. Then I have a button that is a very momentary, like instant momentary static correction, a shock if you will. And then I have a button that I could extend longer by holding it down. You'll see here I'm on level 2, which is a very mild level. It's just a reminder to him to pay attention. So I tested this on myself. 1, I didn't even feel on my fingers. 2, I just barely felt. 2 works well for him. I've only ever bumped it up to 3 if he's not paying attention and he's getting away from me and I need him to come back. But usually 2 works. Like I said, I always start with the audible sound, just a beep. My goal is not to punish him, it's just to train him and correct him with little reminders. So this gives me a little reminder. So most of the time I'm using this, I'm just giving him a beeping sound so that he knows I need him to do something different than what he's doing. It's either coming to me or not getting so far away or whatever. Usually if I want him to change what he's doing and I need to get his attention, I'll do that, and then I'll give him a command to tell him what I want. All right, so I think it's time to go for our walk. So Radley, come on. So he's been really good at waiting for me to tell him what to do and when to do it. Stop. Sit. Good boy. So stop is the command I use to have him just stop wherever he's at. Usually it's followed by a sit. That's his excited pose when he has that 1 foot raised. That means he's really anxious and wants to go, but is being very obedient. So I can now heel, and we'll walk across the street. He always goes over here and pees, so I give him a little grace right here because this is sort of his pee area, which is right across the street from the house. We live on a lake. He's very good at listening, and the more we do this, which we do it several times a day, the more he is able to understand what I want from him. So normally when I'm out walking him like this, I will just let him have a little bit of free rein, almost as if he's on a long lead, like a leash that's like 15 or 20 feet long. It gives him the ability to be up and ahead of me, which he likes. And he has a little bit of side-to-side freedom, but I don't let him get too far off the sidewalk. But he just walks in front of me. And my commands for him are generally at this point just to remind him not to get too far away from me. Like, I don't want him too far ahead where it looks like he's out of control. Even whether or not he is or isn't is beside the point, but I don't want him too far ahead. So sometimes I will remind him to stay with me or not too far away. And when I say that to him, he knows what those things mean. He's very smart at figuring out what I mean. So you can see now he's getting a little bit ahead of me and he's starting to forget that I'm here. So I'm just gonna give him a little, that's just a sound. I didn't shock him. I just gave him a beep that reminded him that I'm still here and he needs to pay attention to where I'm at. And so on his own, he stopped and waited for me because he knew that that's what I wanted when I beeped at him. So he's been able to learn through time what the different cues mean. So the commands that I've really been working with him on are, hopefully he doesn't hear these too well, stop, left, right, heel, and then there's another one that's okay, and free dog. And what that means is he's free to do what he's doing right now. So he's in free dog mode instead of heel, where I want him right next to me. And I've been trying to teach him the difference. And so that's been part of the goal. Like here, I'm gonna do a direction change. Radley left. See, immediately he knows we're probably gonna cross the street, and he'll watch for me a little bit to see where I'm going. Radley, heel. Heel. Heeling is his least favorite because it means he has to walk as slow as I do. Okay, free dog. So now he knows that I've free dogged him, that he can go out a little ways up ahead. Radley, heel. He's got to wait for me, and then now he's in the heel position. Stop. Good boy, good boy. Okay, free dog. Yep, that's his cue that he can do what he wants to do within a reasonable distance. Now, if he gets too far away from me, I will either give him a verbal cue, like stay with me, or don't get too far. He knows what both of those means. Or I'll just give him a beep. And the beep will get him to stop and look at me and determine for himself. I like the beep because it gives him an opportunity for himself to determine what's wrong and correct it. So he'll stop, he'll look back and go, oh, I'm way too far, and then he'll wait on me. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this too much, but it's been fun. It's been fun working with him, and he's super smart. So like right here, he knows this, but Radley, right? Direction changes constantly. Radley left. So he's gonna jump over here to my side because he knows we're going left. Right, Radley, right. Back right. He's not in the heel position, so he's free to move about the cabin. Now, if I heeled him, things would be a little bit different. He would be forced to stay right on my right side. So in this case, Radley, heel. Heel. Took twice that time. Stop. Stop. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. And then the retractable leash, I guess while we're in the heel position, heel. The retractable leash is nice because I can reach down. So now he's getting a little bit further ahead. He's not paying attention to me, probably because I'm talking to you guys. So I'm gonna remind him with a beep that he's doing something wrong. There he goes. He's back in the heel position because he's like, oh, I'm supposed to be heeling. Now I remember. Anyway, this retractable leash is nice because I can reach down and grab it and hang on to him. And it doesn't really make me control him better because my goal is to control him without a leash, but it makes people around me comfortable that he's under control because they see an actual physical connection between he and I. But then I can just let go of it and it retracts into its little thing, sometimes better than others. Yeah, so I'll reach down and grab that. Like if we're passing a dog, I'll reach down and grab that. And then it makes sure that if he does decide that he wants to do something on his own accord versus what I need him to do, I've got at least a tether, and it's, I don't know, 4 feet long, so it's a good length. Radley, right? Heel. Ooh, he's doing really good. So we just did basically an about face, a right turn, and he knew we were doing a direction change. Heel. He's still under heel, so every once in a while I have to remind him he's still under heel. So right, he knows we're going the right direction. Heel. Left. Stop. Left. Stop. Right. Okay, free dog. Yeah, there we go. It's been fun. If you have any tips or advice, have any questions, let me know. I'm literally just training him, so I will say he's a way more behaved dog when I work with him constantly. And it's really cool that he tries to figure out what I want from him. Like, you can see him, he'll look up at me and like look for guidance sometimes when he's unsure. And that's a cool thing to have with a dog, is that they're looking to you to lead them. And that's a good place to be. Radley, heel. I just grabbed him because there was another walker coming up ahead. Wanted to make sure he knew I had the dog under control, which he doesn't seem to care because he turned the other direction in front of us. And so we will just continue to do our thing. So I guess that's about it. That's probably everything I wanted to update you on with Radley. Hopefully we can get him out onto some actual dirt trails soon with this newfound obedience. And yeah. Now watch, I'm gonna beep him. He's in heel, but he's forgetting. So just give him a little bit of a beep. He looks back at me, he's like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be in heel. Yes, that's right, that's a good boy. So again, I like to instruct, not punish. This is what I like, when he's looking to me for something, guidance, direction, but his attention, his focus is on what do I want from him. And the reason we're still in heel is because we're behind somebody. And I don't want him to run up too close and say hi. So he's just stuck here with me. Poor dog. He's like, Dad, can I? Can I go now, Dad? Please, please. Nope, still in heel. All right, let's go left. Hey. Left, heel. He didn't think we were going to go all the way across the street. Usually we just pass them on the street. But there is one more command I forgot to tell you about, and that is the go home command. Okay, Radley, go home. In which case he knows where his house is and that he is to go there. And so he's basically in free dog status, except for the fact when we get to the house, he has to go there. So I do that every time we go home with him, so that if I ever find myself in a position where we're further away from the house and I need him to just go home, hopefully he'll just go home on his own after I tell him. So I don't know, so far it seems to be working. Good boy, Radley. Good boy. Good boy, Radley. So yeah, this thing, stop. This is Nite-Ize. I'll put a link in the description. I got it off Amazon. It used to be another brand, I think Rad Dog, and it works pretty well. Yeah, super cool actually.